keywords. A keyword is also known as reserved words. Okay, reserved words means what? Keywords are the special. Okay, and the reserved words in a Python is already declared. Okay, with the what the function it have to do. Okay, with the predefined meanings and the functionalities also, and it cannot be reassigned, and they cannot be used as name for the variables, function, classes, or any other identifier because keywords having their meaning, their own functions, that their own predefined meanings, their own defined functionalities, and can be extensively in the Python 3.9 your current version as the 35 keywords. Okay, in that 35 keywords, there are three keywords are the value keywords. Let's see in the when we discussing the Python coding, we can what are the 35 keywords and which are the value keywords, which are the non-value keywords. Value keywords means we can give the data value to the variable as the value. Yesterday we seen right to false. Okay, let's see the what are the value keywords and other not other non-value keywords, and you can view the importing the keyword module. Okay, and printing the keyword keyword list. This is a package name. Using this, we can see the keywords in a Python. Okay, this is about the keywords. Let's continue. And the next one is identifier. Let's see what are the identifiers. Okay, identifiers means it's a unique name. Okay, it's nothing but your variables. Okay, identifiers and identifiers are the name given to the your various entities in a Python program. Okay, the act as a unique labels that allow you to refer and manipulate different components. Okay, the identifier be nothing but it's a, like say nothing but a name. Okay, that can be a variable. You're having the variable values, right? That can be followed by identifiers also, and there can be a object identification, and they are used to identify the variables, function, classes, modules, and other object within your code. Okay, then example you can see the for instance in the my variable. Okay, this is what the variable name. Okay, I'm giving the value what 10. Okay, my variable is an identifier. So similarly in def my function. Okay, this is the def defining the function, and I'm giving the name. What function name? That can be function name. That can be a identifier. Okay, this is the identifier for the function and the class. If you're using the when you're studying the object oriented programming, right, you can study the what are the class, anything but uh objects. You will learn the my class, so like that. Okay, in my class is what name. Okay, this is also called as what identifier. Okay, my class is also identifier, and identifier also follows the same variable rules. Okay, okay, let's end deeply with the programming. So you can understand with the deeply. I'm starting with the data types, then you can go to the keywords, then identifiers, then operators. Okay, let's start. I'm sharing my screen. You can see my screen, right? You can react. Yeah, let's start. Okay, let's start from the data types in a Python. Okay, in Python, there are so many data types. Okay, yesterday we discussed right a single value data type, multi-value data type. Let's start with a single value data type. Okay, in data types are classifications. They tell us a kind of the value or variable, uncode. I think some categories. Okay. For information, you want to store anything like that. So understanding the data types is a must understood. Okay, and the data types is of data behave differently, and the different operation you can perform on them. Okay, let's explore the main built-in data types. Okay, let's start with the integer. Okay, integer means what? We can also start from a keyword that is int. Okay, it represents what? Whole number, positive or negative, without any decimal point. Okay, if you don't, if this is must to know to learn the keywords, identifiers, and operators. Okay, just we learn. Okay, let's revise. Okay, and example you can see here, right? Okay, I'm taking the age. Age is what? Variable name. Okay, that is what I'm giving the value to the age. Okay, let me run this. After running, it will be stored in a memory location. Okay, you can see here when I'm running, you can see the execution time, last execution, all time will be scored. Okay, let's I'm taking the another variable that is called as what year. This is also what variable name. I'm giving the name as 2024. This is a whole number like that. Okay, and what is the big number? You can see the big number also, and the variable name and variable name. Okay. Okay. Let's run this. Okay. If you want, you can, today I'm not use the F string. I'm directly taken. That is print. Okay. If you want any type print a text, you can in between the what single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. Okay. And passing with the what variable name. So if you pass the variable name without the quotes, you will get the store value. Okay, I'm taking the type y type is used to know the water type of the this variable. Okay, let's run this age. What class is integer? Age is what 30. Okay, here is equal to 2024, right? This is what integer. You can see, right? In class type was integer. Year 2024, like that. Okay. Then the big number is a boolean. So each time and class is integer. So big number, you can see the what the value stored in a data type. Okay. So integer you can understand, right? Integers are used to counting, numbering, or anything where you don't need parts of the whole, like a number of the students in a class or house number. Okay. Let me start with a float. Okay, float. And in Python, we're using the what? Low all thing will be lowercase. That is float. FLOAT. For integer, only int. Okay, it represents a real number with a decimal point. It's called as float data type, and they use as the when the precision is needed, like a measurement, currency. If you want a currency, you can Indian currency like the what rupees with paisas rate. So you can use the decimal point as a floating values. Okay, let's start. You know, right? That by value is what 3.14 something like that. It's the infinity of the decimal point. Let's we take this one. When I run this, it's automatically store what given the value in the place of pi. Okay. Temperature, I'm giving the what 25.5. This is given examples. Okay. And negative value what 0.001. That is your wish. Okay. Okay. Let's run this. What we give the pi values and other what is the class type? We stored what floating value, right? So the class is what float. Okay. Then temperature, also give the temperature and the type is float and a negative value, and the negative value is what type of negative value. Okay, that is float. Okay, float are the perfect for the things like your height or price of an item, a scientific calculation where you need to fraction or decimal. You can use that one also. Okay, let me zoom with this one and you can see nicely. Okay, clear with this, I think. Yeah, good. Let's continue. Okay, let's continue with the string. Okay, string is represented by what? str. Okay, it represents the sequences of characters. Okay, that is nothing but text. If you want to print the text, you have to use the string. A string should be a enclosed with a single quotes, or double quotes, or triple quotes. That is your wish. Okay, a triple double quotes. It can be used as the multi-line strings. Okay, and example, you can see, right? Okay, I'm giving the variable name as greeting single. I'm storing the value is what? And the text that is called as also known as string. Okay, I'm giving hello Python. So let me run this. So after running, hello Python data value stored in a variable. Okay. Then second one, a greeting double. A greeting double is equal to what? Python is awesome. Okay. The Python is awesome is a value that can be stored in a this variable. That is what? Greeting double. So why greeting is double? I give a name. So because I use a double quotes here, single quotes. Like if you want a multi-line, start with a what? Well, triple comments or triple what? Okay, after running this, it will store in a multiple line string. Okay. Then when you using the single quote, I will printing this one. So you can see here. Okay, single quoted is equal to what? Hello Python. The type is what? String. That should be what? str. Okay. This is double quote, and this is what? Multi-line string. You can see a multi-line string. Okay. Let's continue. Multi-string only printed the what variable name. Why is printing? Like because we use the three quotes, that is triple quotes. Why are using the triple quotes in the multiple line comments? We use the triple quotes, right? That's why it's not printing. Okay. If you want to print, you have to use the here print statement and then the this multiple line submit. Then you can print that one. Okay. Then a multiple line string and the type is what? Type of multiple line. So I'm printing the multiple line. So this is the string that spans the multiple line. It's very useful for long text and the type is what? String. Okay. Then you can learn with right. The strings are how many and the kind of text data like your name, sentence, paragraph, address, and even single letters. It can be used. Okay. Let's continue to the next data type. This is the last data type of your numbers that is called also known as single value data type. Okay, Boolean. The Boolean represent the truth values like your true or false, and the Booleans are the fundamental to making a decision in your code. Okay, let me take the example. I am taking the what is student. I am giving the name of what? True. Okay. True is directly a given. So you can see the color changes, right? Okay. This is called as keywords. Okay. Like after clearing the data type, we learn the keywords. Okay. Don't worry. And students is equal to what? True. Okay. I am running this. So the true data value stored in a student variable. Okay. Let me run as finished the assignment. No, false. It's not finished. So I'm giving the false. So let me run this. Okay. Then after running this, the value stored in a variable. Next, when I run the print, you can see here, right? I'm printing the is student. I'm giving the variable name. So you can, when I'm giving the variable name, I will get the what? Value what I stored. Okay. Is student is what? True. And the type of the this one, what this variable is what? Boolean. Okay. That is also called as what? Bool. Okay. Then this one, I'm giving this what assignment what false, right? So I'm getting the output was what? False. And the type is what? Boolean. Okay. Clear with this? I think clear. Okay. Let's continue. And the Booleans are often the results of comparison also. Okay. Okay, let me run. If you want to comparison, yesterday we discussed right operator greater than, lesser than, like that. Okay, in you mathematics also you use the greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. That are called as what? Comparison operators. Okay, in comparison operators, we can see right the print 5 is greater than 3 is what I'm want text first. 5 greater than 3 is it should be print first. Then 5 is greater than 3 is true or false. It's true, right? So it should be print. Okay, first it should be print 5 is greater than 3 is, then it should be after that it have to print what? True. Okay, let's see after running this. You can see here, right? 5 is greater than 3 is true. Okay, always result of comparison it should be in a boolean. The booleans means true or false. Okay, let me run this. Print 10 is equal to 20. Yeah, I'm equalizing this one. Is 10 is equal to 20? False, right? So you can see, right? 10 is equal to 20 means is false. Okay. Then you understand the what are the booleans. Okay, booleans are like here yes or no switches. They are used to conditional logic and to control the flow of the program. If this is true, then it can be a false or true. if you want, if you was is the statement is correct, it prints the true. If statement is wrong, it should print the what? False. Typically, you're using the comparison and the conditional loops and your while loops in functions. We use the booleans so many times. Okay. This finish your single value data type, and another single value data type is there, that is also called as complex values. The complex values means the combination of your imaginary number and the real number. Okay, it's not mandatory. Let's continue the multi-value data type. In multi-value data type, first data type is what? Least, and the least represent what? Least represent an ordered collection of your items, and least are what? Mutable. Note down that one. Mutable means you can modify and you can change, you can add the another value to your list and remove item from your list, and they are created in defined square bracket. The better example for the list your like your Amazon cart. Okay, when you are ordering, you can add to your cart and you can remove that one. You can add multiple items in your cart like that. Okay, this is also called as list, and this is also called as what? Order collection, and this is mutable. Note that one. Okay. Okay, how to represent a list? You should be enclosed with the square brackets, and in the list value should be stored. Okay, the value should be separated by what? Comma. Okay, let's see. Example, I'm taken the fruits. This is a variable name. I am equal. I'm storing the value. That value is what? In the what data type? In list data type. The list data type should be a what? Enclosed with the square bracket and separated by comma. So I'm using the text, right? That is what? String. So that should be enclosed with the single quotes or double quotes. Okay, you can see here, right? Apple, banana, cherry. Okay, let me. Okay, and I'm using the print of what? Fruit. Fruits, right? Okay. Okay, when I'm running this, the fruits, okay, after running this, this data values are stored in this variable. Okay, when I am running this, you can see here, right? Apple, banana, cherry. Okay, these are stored in a values. Okay, if you miss the what comma, we'll get the error. Okay, you can see the right. I should be content if your space is given, right? This content content. If you want to separate that the data value means to be run. So you can see right, the data values are separated. Okay, let me go with another example. I taken a number. So the number is automatically understand by the Python. There's no need to define. Okay, if you want a string means you have to mention the what? Single quotes or double quotes. Okay, numbers is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's run this. Okay, that's stored in a numbers list. Let's run this afterwards. Then the mixed list. I'm taken the another one example. Mixed list means what? What is a mix of all data types. Okay, or one more than two data types. You can see here, right? One is what? Integer. Other is what? String. And two is what? Boolean. 3.14 what? Floating value. This can be a list, can be all the different data types. Okay, when I'm running this all data values shown in a mixed list. Okay, let's run this. First one, what? We use the fruits, right? You can see here, right? Fruits. Okay, when I'm running this, you can see the fruit list. Okay, and the type is what? List. Okay, when I'm running this, you can see here, right? First fruit. Indexing, I will take the when I am starting the full data type in deeply, you can understand the indexing. Let me start. Indexing is nothing but it's numbering. Okay, indexing always should be start from what? Zero. Okay, one should be what? Zero. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I'm giving the indexing number 0, I will get 1. When I'm giving the indexing number 2, like 1, I will get the what? 2. If I give the 2 means I will get the 3. If I get the 3 means I will get the 4. If I get means 4 means I will get the value as 5. Okay, like this. This also apple. I'm giving the indexing what? 0. I'll get the what? Apple. You can see it, right? The first fruit is comma and fruits of 0. Okay, if you want the second fruit means you have to give the in the replace of 1. Okay, and first fruit means I'm giving the indexing, right? Indexing should be a enclosed with the square bracket and your indexing value should be present in between. Okay, let's run this. Okay, first apple is what? The first fruit is what? Apple. If you want a second fruit means you can change that one. I am giving the two. Two means you will get the third fruit. Okay, third fruit is what? Cherry. Okay, if I want means second fruit means you have to give the one. So you can get the second fruit. That is what? Banana. This is called as indexing. Okay. Let's modify the list. You can learn, right? List is a mutable. So list can be a mutable. So it can be a modified. You can add or it can be removed. Okay. Let's modify the list. And this the append. This all the keywords you learn later. Don't worry. And if append means I am adding the list. Okay. Fruits dot append. I'm adding to the list. Okay. So if I want to add the items to the list, I have to use the word, right? What is that one? Append. Okay, I'm adding the fruit. What? Orange. Let me print after adding. Okay, you can see, right? Apple, banana, cherry, and orange. And the indexing value of the orange is what? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is 3. Okay, I'm replacing the indexing. Okay, what is banana is right in the index number 1. So I'm replacing, that is removing and replace with the banana is what? With blueberry. So what? Fruits of 1 I am giving the indexing number. So is equal to what? Blueberry. So when I'm running this, so automatically banana change to blueberry. Okay, you can see here, right? When I running this, you can see apple in the replace of banana. It's store blueberry and a cherry and orange. Okay, I think you're clear with the list. And it's like a think of list as shopping list, where you can add things, scratch things out of, and change items. And the order of items matters. And you can have the duplicates also. Okay, clear with this? Yeah, good. Let's continue. Yeah. Next one is the second multi-value data type is tuple. Okay, let's see the difference first. What are the difference and the tuple and the list? Okay, similar to the this one also list, and the tuples also represent an ordered collection of items. Okay, and however the tuples are immutable. So immutable means you cannot add or you cannot remove to the in the tuple. It's already defined. Okay, meaning is once created, it cannot be changed, it cannot be had, cannot be removed items. The tuples are defined with a parenthesis. Like it's nothing but you see a password. Okay, like your ATM pin. Okay. Tuple should be defined by the parenthesis. In the list, you use the square bracket, right? In the tuple, you have to use the what? Open bracket or close bracket is also called as what? Parenthesis. Okay. I'm giving the variable name as coordinate and I'm giving the value in a tuple and tuple should be a what separated by comma. So I'm giving the value as 10 comma 20. Here what 10 is what integer, 20 also what integer. Let's add this. So value will be stored in a variable and RGB color I'm taking that string also. So let's run this and taking the coordinates also. So I'm giving the what coordinates 10 comma 20, right? When I'm running this, I'll get the coordinates first and the coordinate data values and I'm get the type of the coordinate. Now what is the type of coordinate? It's tuple, right? So when I'm getting the coordinates, so 10 comma 20. So what and the type is what? Tuple. Okay. Remember the list is what? Mutable and tuple is what? Immutable. Remember that. Okay. Mutable means nothing but you can modify. Immutable means you cannot modify. Okay. Let me run this RGB color. What like the class is type is what? Tuple and you can see the values. Okay. Let me attempting the modify the tuple. We'll get the result or error. Let me see. Okay. When I'm running the what? Let's see here. Coordinates of 0 is equal to what? 5. So I'm accessing with the indexing. Let's see. It will be replaced. I will get the error. Okay, you will get the what? Type error. The tuple, you can see the right type error. Tuple object does not support the item assignment. So you cannot modify things. Okay. Let me close with the comments. So cannot be. Okay, you can maybe print the coordinates, you will get the errors. Okay. Intervals are like a fixed list, and perhaps the coordinates are data, and that should not be changed like a date of birth, and they are useful when you are want to ensure the data integrity. Okay, let's see the dictionary. Okay, dictionary is the key. Dictionary keyword is what? Dict. Okay, this also note down, and a dictionary means nothing. It represent the key value paste. It should be first what key, then what value. So each key must be a unique and is used access to corresponding the values. Okay, and dictionaries are unordered in Python version the 3.7 order from the 3.7 onwards. Okay, this are dictionary also mutable, and they are defined by what? Square brackets, flower brackets. Okay, is clear with that? Flower brackets. Okay, list is with the square bracket, and the tuple is what? From parentheses, and dictionary with what? Flower bracket. Okay, and the value should be a store in like what? First you have to store the key, then it should be separated by with semicolon or colon, and the value should be given and separated by what? Comma. Then another key and colon and value, and separated by comma, and another your variable name, and that is also key, and given your or colon separated by and the value. Okay, and should be enclosed with what? Flower bracket. And when I am running this key and value or dictionary is stored in a what? Person. Okay, dictionary is also a mutable. You can modify that one. Okay, and you can access with the only with the what? Key only. So you cannot access it to the value. Okay, let me run this also. Okay, when I'm printing this what? Person, I will get this dictionary values. You can see, right? Okay, person. Okay, name, that is key and value. Key value, that is key and value. Can class type is what? Dictionary. Okay, print. Alias is what I'm printing, right? So alias is 25. You can access to the values using the keys only. Okay, you can add this is what, right? Name. Can This is what? Indexing, right? So I'm giving the what? Value is can give the key only. So you can by accessing the what alias name. It's alias only, right? So let me run this. You can see that alias name is what? Alias. Okay, you can access to the only to the what? Key. Okay. Let me give the value. You can give the error. Okay. I'm giving the 25. So when I am running this, you will get the error. What is that? Key error. Okay. Accessing value using the keys only. Cannot give the values. Let me give the what key. Okay. Key is what? Name, right? Okay. And I'm running this, can get the output. Okay. Let me it should clear with the dictionary, right? Can modify using the dictionary also. You can see that one. 26. I'm giving the value, right? Okay, after adding the new key value pair, you can add the new key value pair, and the updated person, you can see, right? Name is Alice, height is 20, age is 26, and the city is New York, and occupation is engineer. I added the another one key, that is key, and value is what? Engineer. Okay, so dictionary also what? Mutable. So dictionary is like your clear word dictionary, okay, your phone book, and you look up your word, right? When you're using your phone book, you search with what number first, not you're searching with what name, right? That is also known as key. Okay, when you're searching with the key, you will get the value. That is your phone number. Okay, it's a definition with nothing the value, and key is the unique Q, and just like each word in your dictionary or each in your mobile or phone dictionary. Okay. Let me go with another type that is also known as set. Okay, set. Can the one difference is set to the dictionary is we use the same flower brackets for both, but in dictionary they are what key and value. Okay, in In set, there is only the values, okay, and represent the unordered collection of unique items, and set automatically remove duplicate elements, and they are useful to using the membership and removing the duplicates and performing your mathematical set operations like your what union, intersection, like that. You use the mathematics, right, like that, and defined by the curly braces and similar to a dictionary, but without a key value page. Okay, let me run this. You can before defining the set, you have to use the flower bracket only, and you have to give the values and separate it by comma. Okay, when I'm running this, this value should show in the this unique variables. Okay, and I'm giving another example, that is colors, that I'm use a string. Okay, let me print this one unique number. You can see, right, unique numbers. I'm getting the value, and the type of this what variable is set, right? So I'm getting the class set. Okay. Why I'm giving the type means you have to better understand the what the type that. Okay. And the print colors, you can give the colors. So colors is what, red, green, blue. You can see, right? Okay. And the type is what, set. Okay. Can add an element to a set, that can be a unique number, unique numbers. I'm using the add operation. This is a keywords are already defined built-in function. And when I'm giving the deeply in a data type like a function, you can understand that one. Betterly, you can understand the topic now. Okay. And unique numbers that add 5. Okay. I'm adding the number 5. Okay. And when I'm printing that one, you can see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First, it only up to a 4 only. Okay. Then when I'm adding the 5, you can see, right? 5. Okay. And you can check the membership also. And is red in your colors. And I'm asking the red in colors. And this is a assignment operator or membership operator. It can be a search in your colors. Like when you're operators, you can get to know. So yes, we're giving the values for it in when the comparison, right? So I'm giving the what in a boolean. That is what, true. Okay. And set are like your collection of distinct name, and where the order does not matter. You cannot have any repeats. Imagine your bag of unique toys, or you don't know care about the order, and you only have only the each type. Okay, I think you're clear with the sets. And another one, data type is was none type. Is none type is nothing but is mentioned by what, non, and n should be a uppercase and cholesterol will be a lowercase, and represents the absence of your value, or a null value is often used as a placeholder, or indicate that variable does not currently hold any meaningful data, like your null value. Okay, null value means it's not a zero, that is null value only, that can be a placeholder. Okay, you can see here, right? I'm the result. I'm giving the none. It's a value keyword. Next topic is keyword. You can learn to know more, and the result is equal to what, none. Okay, I'm storing the value to this variable. You can, when I'm printing with the result, I'm checking the result, and type also we can now see here. So the result none type is result. Okay, the class is what, none type. Okay, can initialize with the variable with the assigned value to the later, like you are initializing 0 with the, okay, you can 0, or you can give the what, none. Okay, user input is equal to none. I am giving the none. So if user input is none, the print, if it's a conditional statement, the next topic is a conditional statement. You will get to know in the next classes. And print user is not a provided input yet, so it will be give the output. If condition is true, then only print. Okay. None is like a empty box, and it signifies that a variable exists in a but does not contain any actual data yet. Okay, dynamic typing we learned in yesterday class, right? And typecasting also over. This is casting. Casting is nothing but converting the one data type to the another data type. We learn already in yesterday's class. You can go to the recorded class also. Let me go with the keywords now. Okay, keywords. Okay. Keywords in a Python are reserved words that have special meaning and purposes. They are in an integral part of your Python language syntax and structure, because you are know have the predefined roles, right? and it cannot be your keywords or identifiers and names for the variables, functions, or class, etc. in your program. And think of your special words. And there are 35 keywords. You want to see the keywords means here there is a package. When you are to any importing any package, you have to use the package. First, you have to use the keyword what import, and I'm seeing the what are the keyword, right? I'm importing what package name is what keyword. Okay, you can see right. Keyword is what one module. So module is what the file automatically generated, and it can be of you can see the what are the keywords. Okay, I am running this, so I'm importing the keyword. So if you want to see the what are the keywords in your present in a list, you have to see what keyword dot print keyword dot kw list. Okay, when I am running this, you can see here, right? You can get the keywords. What are the keywords? There are what 35 keywords in your Python. You can there are first three values, right? False, non, true. This should be a what value keywords. This value keywords are given as data value to your variables also. And if you do not give the other this rest all keywords as your new variable name, identifier name, or value, cannot you will get the error. You can give the values only what false, non, true. Okay. If you want in a like if there are false, non, true. These keywords, three keywords should be start with the uppercase, rest all with the lowercase. In rest all, another rest all keywords that is was 32 keywords. It should be in a lowercase. The you can see the and, as, assert, async, await, break, class, continue, def, delete, elif, else, except, finally, for, from, global, if, import we use, right? Import to the importing the modular package, and in is lambda. These are the learn in a upcoming classes, don't worry. Non-local, not, these are the operators, or pass, rise, return, try, while, with, yield. These are the keywords. Okay. These keywords are the Python secret words. They are special jobs or predefined job, and you cannot use them to the name your own as variables or function or identifiers. And if you want to try the Python, will get the confused, will give the given error. Okay. And when I'm using the identifiers in Python, let me start. If you want to identify, you can use the same nothing but your variable, and function is a class, module, any other object of your program. They will not allow to the your refer to this object in your code. Okay, there are some rules for the identifier. You should be know this one. It can be asked in your interview also, and it cannot be reserved with the Python keyword as discussed above. And yours should be not contain any white space. It can be a my. There is no space. Okay, should be not pass. It could be space. This your variable name also, and your the if you want in space means you have to use what underscore. That is what void. Okay, can be combination of letters. It should be a your wish uppercase or lowercase, or it can be a disease, and should be a present for which number cannot be present in the first. It can be used in numbers. It can be used in between or after the variable name, and underscore also, and must start with the alphabet character, and or an underscore. It cannot be start with a digit, right? Okay, it cannot be digit or number, and should not contain any special character other than what underscore. You can use the special character underscore only. Cannot use the another special characters. You will get the errors. Okay, and there are case sensitive, because this means num means what there is any different meaning. This also different variable, and the num is a different variable, and num is for different because there are different cases, right? This is what lowercase. This is what start with the uppercase, then install uppercase. This is for uppercase. This can also consider as different identifiers or different variables in your Python. Okay, a good programming practice is using the meaningful and descriptive names for your identifier is a crucial. It makes your code much easier and to read, understand, and maintain the both yourself. Example, your code. Let me give you the example. This is a void identifier. Okay, first I'm giving the my and giving for the I want space. So I'm using the word underscore. I'm giving the next variable is equal to 20. 10. Okay, you can see right 10 store in a my variable. Okay, you see this my variable is what variable name, and this one is 10 is what value. Okay, and also known as data value. This is my variable is also known as variable name or identifier. Okay, I'm taking another example. Username is equal to zonda. Okay, and int I'm taking another variable. You can first underscore can be a 200. Okay, I'm taking another example. Calculate total price is equal to 50. So you can print the void identifiers. Let me print. So I'm using the all multiple. This is called as what? Multiple assignment. You learn in a yesterday class, right? So I'm printing all in a one line. Okay, that is called as 10, John D, 250. Okay, let me resolve the invite. The number should be not start with a digit with for when you're using the variable and contains any option. And the class is a keyword. It should not be start with a keyword. And the total amount, sure, there is no with the space, so contains a white space. It cannot be. That is called as invert and necessity is example also. And you can see here, right? The num is different. Okay, the num uppercase n is different and our uppercase num is different. Okay, these are the different variables and showing the different data values. You can see here, right? And I'm running the num and I get the 10. And running this num, I'll get the 20. And I'm running the uppercase num, I'm getting the what? 30. So you don't know identifiers are the labels, the put your boxes or variable or function. They need to is following the specific rules so Python can understand them. So always use the pick names that clearly describe what are the variables or function in a is for, and it makes your code much easier to understand later. Okay. Let's me final topic that is your operator. Operators in your Python is nothing but your operation when you're doing, you use the operator with the operands. Okay. Then it can be several types of Python operators. It's saying the special purpose. And the first type of your operators is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are so many types. Okay. That is your addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modules, exponential, flow division. Addition means you are use the addition symbol that can be a sums of your numbers, subtract your numbers, and multiply your number when you're using a multiplication. And for multiplication, you have to use the what? Star. When you using in mathematics, use the X mark, right? In your Python, you have to use what? Star mark. So Python can understand neatly. You are using the star. That is what multiplication. If you want the division means, we use the division symbol in mathematics. So we use the fraction symbol that is called as division. Okay, it returns division always returns in a what value? Floating value. Okay, then come with the modules. Modules is nothing but percentage. It modules is always divides the gives when I'm giving the when I'm doing the division, we will get the reminder value, right? So modulus job is give the reminder value. So it gives the always returns the reminder value. When I'm using the exponential, exponential is nothing but your power. Like your when I'm using the number with the square, cube, like nothing but. So when I want power means you have to use the exponential. If you want exponential means you have to use the symbol that is two times of star. That it can be A raised by the power and B. So when I'm doing the floor division, you have to floor division is nothing but it returns the round down value that can be an integer whole number. You're getting the 10.511, right? I'll get the what? 10.5 is nothing but what? 11. So I'm getting the floor division value. So, okay, this floor division value is defined by symbol what? Two times of fraction symbol or slash. Okay. Let me give you an example for arithmetic. I am taking the two variables. That is what? A is 10 and B is equal to 3. So I'm performing the first operation what? Addition. That is A plus B. So plus is what doing here? Addition. So I'm getting the output what? 13. Okay. Then I will take the another one. So A minus B. So what? 10 minus 3 is what? 7. Okay. Then multiplication. 10 into 3 is what? 30. So multiplying. Okay, and then another one is I'm doing the division. So I'm getting the what? Division value. That is in your, you can see a float division. When I'm using the single slide, I will get the decimal floating value also. Okay, the percentage. I'm giving get the reminder. When I'm doing the 10 divided by 3, I will get the reminder value as what? 10, right? 1. So I'm getting the reminder value as what? 1. So you can use the value as the reminder value when I'm doing dividing. So 3 3 threes are what? 9. So reminder is what? 1. So I'm getting the reminder is what? 1. So when I went to the what powering, so a to the power of b means 10 to the power of what, b is value is what, 3. So 10 cube. So 10 cube is nothing but what I am giving the vector, the value is what, 1000. Okay. Let's start with the floor division. Floor division is nothing but rows between the nearest value. Is when I'm doing the 10 divided by 3, I will get to what value? 3, right? So 3 point something will get. So it will be whole numbers. It can be an integer. This nearest whole number is what? 3. Okay. And these are about the assignment operators. And you can use your, you can see a pipe. These are the example. Can see as. Then these are the assignment operator examples. Let me show you. Okay. These assignment operators, it can be a, I'm using the a plus b, right? So to avoid that one, can use the directly operator as plus equal. So a plus equals what, 5. So that is nothing but a is equal to a plus 5. Okay. When I'm giving the a value as 5, so a value is 5 plus 5 is nothing but we get the value as what, 10. Nothing like that. So we can do subtraction, multiplication, division, and what, your modulus, that I think that we get the reminder. So flow division and power, and this is and operator is nothing but logical operator. Learn next classes, don't worry. And let me go with this. This is equal to 10, and initial value of the x is what, 10, right? You can see 10. Okay, I'm adding the what, the x plus equal to 5 is nothing but what, x is equal to x plus 5. So I will get the values what, I'm running this. So operation is will be done. When I'm printing the x, you can see the values what, 50 is what, 10. So then added what, 10 plus 5. So I'll get the what, 15. Okay, like that. Then we will give the subtraction. I'm done with the subtraction. So we get the value 15 minus 3 is what, 12. Okay. Then we multiply with the what, 2. So the first next value is what, updated value is what, 12. 12 into 2 is what, 4. So when I'm printing, I get the value as 24. So if you want a division is, I will get the updated value of x is was 24. X is divided by 4 is 24 divided by 4 is nothing but what, and I'm printing this, I'll get the value as what, 24 divided by 4 is what, 6. So always when I'm doing the division, I'm getting the floating value. Okay. So I will get what, reminder. Okay. 6 divided by 2, what will get reminder? 0. Okay. This is about the assignment operator shortcuts. Okay. Coming to the comparison, it's nothing but comparison operator is nothing but when we comparing the two variable, or it should be always give the output as what, in boolean, that is true or false. Okay, equal to, I'm equaling the values. Okay. Okay, if true, if a is equal to b, then it can be a true. Okay, it's not equal to. If a is not equal to b, it should be a value is what, true. If not equals, it will be what, true. If equals, we will get the, and is greater than b, then greater, if you see if a is greater than b, we'll get a true. Otherwise, we'll get a false. And a is less than b, if true, we'll get a true. Then are equal to, greater than equal to means that value should be greater than or equal to any one operation, any one comparison should be or else true. Otherwise, I will get the false. Lesser than also, as I said, to greater than. Okay. Let me run in this. Let me take the other example. That is, I'm updating the value with x is 10 and y is what, 12. Okay. When I'm running these, so I'm equal. I'm checking. Okay, x is equal to y. So 10 is equal to 12. It's not right. So I'm getting the values what, false. Then x is not equal to y is 10. Yes, 10 is not equal to 12, right? So that is true. So I'm getting the value as what, true. Then you, okay, then 10 is greater than 12. No, right? That can give the false. False. This next. 10 is greater, 10 is less than 9. Yes. Okay. 10 is 10 and 12. Okay, x is greater than y as done. Then 10 is greater than y. That is 10 is greater than 12. 10. Okay. Then greater than or equal to. Okay. Should be a greater than or equal to. So I am getting the values true. So next thing but 10 is what? I think but false, right? So it will get the value as what? False. Okay. These are the basics tools comparison when you're using the checking the Ronnie's section even or reporting the patterns. Okay. Let me go with the logical operators and or not. Okay. When I'm using the and operator, we are in the two conditions. Okay. If two conditions should be a true, we'll get the true. Okay. Otherwise, we will get the false. Okay. When I'm using the R operator, it should be a any one should be a true. Okay. We'll get the value as true. If both are false. Okay. Should be a one operator should be a true. Okay. Or one condition. Okay. When I am using the not, it reverses the result. If returns if I am giving the false, it returns the true. If I am giving the true means it returns the what? False. This is about the logical operator. You can see the better understand by this example, that is temperature is equal to 25 and is raining is equal. Okay, you can use this one using the hand. Okay, and this one condition is temperature is greater than 20 and not raining. Let me check with the logic. That is temperature is greater than is what? 20 and not is raining. So I will get the what? True. Because what temperature is greater than 20? Yes, correct. And and not is and not is raining. Because it's raining is false, right? I'm using the not. Yeah, when I'm using the not, the false is converted into true. So the both condition is what? Converted in true. So both condition will be true. I'm getting the what? True. You can change removing the not and is raining is what? False. And this is true and this is false. So I'm getting what? Output as false only. So you can okay. When you're using the OR operator, any condition, one condition should be true. Okay. Okay. Is raining is what? False, right? And the temperature is greater than 30 is false, right? Okay. What I'm getting when I'm printing this, I will get is raining. Okay. I'm changing this. What is raining? That is to not. I'm using the not. So this condition is false and this condition is true. So I'll get the what? True. Any one condition should be a true. Okay. This is about the OR operator. And coming to the membership, there is only this is the last topic and operators, only two operators, that is in and not in. Okay. In means I'm checking the in the list. Okay, is present or absent. Okay. Fruit is apple, banana, cherry. I am checking the sentence. Python programming is fun. Okay. Let me run this list and let me learn this sentence. Okay. When I am checking banana in the fruits, in true. Okay. So banana is already present at the list, right? So I'm getting the true. Okay. I'm checking the grape. The grape is not present in the list. So I'm getting what? False. So I'm is called as membership operators, that is in. Okay. Let me check with the in sentence. The Python is present. Yes, true. Java is not in the sentence. Yes, it's not in the sentence. So yeah, true. Okay, why I'm using the not in, right? If you use the in, I will get the false. You can see this. So I am running this. So I'll get the false. So membership operator is nothing but great or for checking the if something exists within the collection. If so is was this word can be a sentence or nothing we are least in your data type checking is not present is checking. Okay. And the last one is identity operator is only two operators. Let me stop this. And there are two operators, that is and is not. If both is variables in the same object, then it will be a true. If not, it will return the false. Is not means the returns true if both variable are not equal to the same object identity. So A is not B. Okay, like that. So let me go with the example. I am taking the least one, that is 1, 2, 3. So I am running this. So this value should be stored in this variable. So I am taking the second example, that is least 2. It can be a 1, 2, 3. So and I'm getting the least 3 as least 1 only. I'm the least 3 means that is the value should be what, least 1 only. So when I'm this giving this 3, least 3 is now points to the same object with the least 1. So least 3 values are what, 1, 2, 3 only. Okay, when I am printing list one is equal to these two, is correct. That's why I'm getting the true. Okay. Next, the least one is least two. No, right? So I'm getting the what, false, because in least one, 1, 2, 3. In least two, 1, 2, 3. Is So these are the different list, right? So they are different list means least one is having the different memory location, least two having the different memory location. So different memory location, different variables. So I'm getting the, it's not same using the is. Okay. And if you use the least one is least three, I'm giving, right, least one, least three is equal to least one. So when I'm giving three and least one should be the same in the same memory location. So I'm getting what, true. So least one and is least three. So I'm getting least one is not least two is correct, right? So the both are different and both are having the different what, true only. These are about the identity operators. The identity operators are the both is and is not. Okay, this is a bit of but important difference equals in the if values are the same only, and if you're using the is operator, the checks the if they are literally in the same object or same in the different computer memories or immutable, and the types of number like a string, Python, or optimizes